Hello, my name is Tony Giardini. I'm the President and CEO of Trilogy Metals, and I'm going to take a few minutes to talk to you about Trilogy and our exciting projects in Alaska. Trilogy operates in the Ambler mining district, and in this district we have approximately 8 billion pounds of copper, 3 billion pounds of zinc, and over 1 million ounces of precious metals, including gold and silver. What we have is effectively a high-grade copper deposit, which is advanced, called Arctic. It has 43 million tons of resources with an average grade of just over 5% on a copper equivalent basis. It's located in Alaska, which has a long mining history. It's a safe jurisdiction to operate and very supportive of the mining sector. We are a joint venture partner in the Ambler mining district with South32. South32 is an Australian-based mining company with a market capitalization in excess of $6 billion US, and they acquired their 50% interest in the Ambler mining district earlier this year by contributing $145 million into the joint venture. So what we have is a joint venture with a large opportunity to find other deposits, which is well funded with $145 million in a safe jurisdiction. We have 172,000 hectares of exploration ground in the Ambler mining district, and we're focused on two advanced projects right now. The first one is Arctic, which has a pre-feasibility study, and will shortly have the feasibility study that will be issued. The pre-feasibility study indicates that the net present value of Arctic is approximately $1.4 billion, and it has a 33% internal rate of return. We also have another exploration target called Bornite, which has had a significant exploration dollars spent on it over the last 3 years. There's 6 billion pounds of copper at Bornite and approximately 77 million pounds of copper. I'd like to take a few minutes to just highlight our key partnerships in Alaska and give you a bit of information about what we believe is the exciting exploration opportunities that we have in the Ambler mining district. I mentioned South32. South32 conducted extensive due diligence into Trilogy before they made their $145 million investment. And as I said earlier, they had also spent about $30 million in exploration prior to doing that. They're focused on advancing not just Arctic, but the other deposits within the district. And as we form a JV, the focus will be on how we move this project forward to not just get it built, but look for other mines that can be commissioned in the future. In addition to our partnership with South32, we have NANA, which is a local native corporation that operates where the Ambler mining district is located. NANA has a rich history in the mining sector. They actually own the world's largest zinc mine called Red Dog, which is operated by Teck, and they have the opportunity to earn a 15% net profits royalty on the Arctic deposit in the future. And we see them as a key partner in terms of working with their community for employment opportunities, procurement, and supporting us as we move forward in terms of moving the Arctic project together and looking at other exploration opportunities in the district. The third partnership is with AIDA, and AIDA is a development arm of the state of Alaska, which is looking at putting infrastructure in place to advance development of projects that benefit the state and the residents of Alaska. AIDA is moving or advancing the construction of a year-round road that would connect the Ambler mining district to the Dalton Highway, which runs through the state of Alaska. That road is approximately 211 miles long, and we're in the final stages of a permitting process, awaiting a record of decision, which we expect to have shortly. Once we have that record of decision, we'll move into the next phase, which will be the engineering and ultimately the construction of a road. The road will be paid for by tolls that will be charged to the users of the road, and the road is forecast to have a 50-year life. And the expectation is that the tolls will be on not just Arctic, but other projects that will also be developed in the district. And the toll rate will be negotiated with AIDA moving forward. So we see this as a key component to unlocking the value in the Ambler mining district. I want to take a couple of minutes to talk about the exploration potential that we have at Ambler. Ambler is an area that has had very little exploration work done overall. These assets had work done in the 50s to identify the initial deposits of Arctic and bornite, but most recently we've identified more significant targets throughout the district, and it's early days in terms of how we look at assessing the viability of those targets moving forward. Arctic right now has a 12-year mine life, but our expectation is as we do more exploration work in the area in the district adjacent to Arctic, we'll be able to find other deposits that will increase that mine life to likely a multi-decade mine life. And that's before we start to look at bornite, which has a large resource, as I mentioned earlier, of about 6 billion pounds of copper. So overall, just to summarize where we're at with respect to Trilogy, what we have is we have a strong partner in South 32 that's committed $145 million into the joint venture. So the joint venture is very well funded and has no need to raise any additional funding in the next 4 to 5 years. We have a partnership with the native corporation, NANA, which has a long history in the mining sector and is supportive of moving forward in the development of Arctic and other deposits that are in the Ambler mining district. And we're working closely with AIDA to advance the development of a road that will unlock the tremendous exploration potential in the district. And then at a corporate level, Trilogy also has an additional $15 million and no debt. Trilogy is listed on the Toronto and New York Stock Exchange. Our ticker is TMQ, and we look forward to updating you in the future about the exciting developments that are happening in Alaska and at our project in the Ambler Mining District. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about Trilogy.